Good morning, Halliwells. This is the third week of the fourth marking period. My name is Jacob. Here are the top stories for the week. Students, don't forget to continue to check your MyMCPS Gmail account at least once a day. Teachers send out important reminders about tasks and assignments, so get into the habit of checking that email often. And make sure you are logged into your school Gmail account when trying to access MyMCPS or Google Classroom. And now for an important video about accessing feedback on assignments in MyMCPS Classroom.
Hello students, so this Screencastify just shows you where you can see your grades and also any feedback or comments that your students may have left you. So here I am a student. Notice, as you may have already discovered, right over here on the left-hand side next to grades, you'll have a number in this orange circle that shows you if you have a new grade. So once you click on that, it'll take you into the grade book. There we go. Many students have realized that you can check your grade there. So the assignment that I just turned in was my number 5 presentational speaking video dialogue for my French class. Awesome. Notice I got a 16 out of 20 points. Yes, I got a good grade on it. Here's the thing. You may not have realized, but these little icons over here on the right-hand side, they actually mean something. So if you've ever noticed that these pop up, click on them. That's the best thing you can do to discover what information is there. They won't always show up. For example, nope, I don't have any other grades. But if you click on them, the first one is for comments. So if you click on the little conversation bubbles, you'll see what comments have been made. So I am test student. I wrote this in the comment bar when I submitted my video. I hope I did a good job. Then my teacher, Miss Sterling, wrote this as a comment in response to me or to my work.
And now for this week's weather. It looks like most of this week should be in the 60s and hopefully drier than last week. That reminds me, I accidentally gave my sister a glue stick instead of chapstick. She still isn't talking to me. Here are the student birthdays for the week. Pankuri M, Ratish S, Christopher W, Kara C, Matthew D, Jaden H, Aran J, Patrick K, Ethan T, and Ashwarya M. Happy birthday!
Good morning, Mustangs. This is Miss Cranebrook, and I am here again with you from my home office for another edition of the Mustang Morning News. As always, the Media Center is bustling with activity this week. On Thursday, the book club is meeting at 9 a.m., and it is not too late to join. This is probably the last week that I would say that, but if you are interested in joining the book club, please do so now. We're reading chapters 1 through 6, which are very short, and you can get more information about that in our Google Classroom at 4F4 LVT3. Also this week, we have lunch with the librarian on Wednesday at 11 and on Friday at noon. Mrs. Oldak and I are very excited for you to bring your recorder to lunch. We're going to play hot cross buns. I haven't played a recorder in a lot of years, but there are many help videos on YouTube, and we encourage you to bring your recorder and play along with us. If you don't have your recorder, perhaps you want to drum along, perhaps you want to play some spoons, I'm not sure. Be creative, but join us on Friday at noon to play hot cross buns. In addition to that, the Black Eyed Susan nominees have been extended, so voting is now open until May 22nd. I'm going to be posting some additional information about the Black Eyed Susan nominees in the Google Classroom at 4F4 LVT3 as soon as possible. So if you haven't read at least 3 books in the same category, you still have that opportunity, and you will have the opportunity to vote by May 22nd. In addition to that, we invite you to join and participate in the Mustang Gallery. The Mustang Gallery is simply a place where you can put photos in to talk about what you've been doing, pictures of the walks you've been on, the art classes that you've been taking, the YouTube videos that you've been making, and there is so much more. You'll find that also in the Google Classroom at 4F4 LVT3. This week, we want to bring a book trailer to you from the Book Review Video Committee, and the book is called Refugee by Alan Gratz. It is a wonderful novel, and so many students have wanted to check it out. The book Refugee by Ellen Gratz is available to all students on the Sora app. If you're not sure how to find that, again, join the Halliwell's Middle School Virtual Library Media Center at Google code 4F4LVT3. And finally, if you haven't noticed, I am decked out in Kent State University attire. Kent State is where I went to college. Mr. Thornett should know by now not to give me additional time. However, I'm taking the personal liberties to talk about Kent State. On May 4th, 1970, 50 years ago, a very significant event happened at my college, Kent State University. I encourage you to go to Britannica School to find out what happened at Kent State on May 4th, 1970. It is a day and an event that has been etched into American history. It is not a joyful day. It is a day where we have been able to learn from and still question what happens at our schools and universities across America. So, Mustangs, until I see you again, take care, be well, join the Google Classroom because there is more there than just books. I look forward to seeing you in the near future. Bye now.
That concludes our morning news for Halliwell's Middle School, a place to grow and learn.